What is up, and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess, and I'm here with my favorite Underdog Fantasy Pick'em plays for Monday, September 9th, 2024. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up with the promo code DAILYDOG. That's DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app. All right, let's get right into it. We got Monday Night Football. And by the way, speaking of football, I'm wearing my grimy Steelers shirt because it was a grimy victory with this distressed cotton that's falling apart. They were underdogs to the Falcons and won by their 18-10. So good job, Steelers, and also good job, Huskers, my other football team, college. Crushed those Colorado Buffaloes. All right, we got Monday Night Football for week 1 of the NFL season. I'm actually giving out two slips, two-leg slips. And there is a reason here. It's because of the vulture protection that's still going on at Underdog. It's worth using because if you have, Christian McCaffrey and then someone else runs it in, Brock Purdy gets a QB sneak and scores, and then you don't get a rushing touchdown out of Christian McCaffrey, you get that slip money back with a vulture protection. So it's definitely worth it trying to maximize that. So I did two separate slips here. The first one is going to be Christian McCaffrey to have a rushing touchdown, and not rushing or receiving, but just a rushing touchdown because it's better multiplier. Rushing and receiving is just 0.71, and we're still getting the insurance with the rushing TD. And, Debo can run one in. Obviously, they've usually got a couple backs in that backfield that will rotate in certain situations. So if for whatever reason someone else rushes in the end zone and it's not Christian McCaffrey and your slip still wins, you will get your money back. So I'm taking advantage of that, and it's just really good value, especially because the fact that on sports books, I've seen touchdown props on McCaffrey up at minus 250 already. And when you get to game day or right before kickoff, it's going to be closer to minus 300 some places. That's what it was last year when the Niners were in standalone primetime games and playoff games and stuff like that. It's going to be no different here. Just everyone loves betting on McCaffrey to score a TD because it feels automatic. Next, we are going to go to Aaron Rodgers to throw an interception. I know Aaron Rodgers is one of the most efficient quarterbacks. He doesn't turn the ball over much for his career, but his last healthy year in 2022 was the most interceptions he had thrown basically ever in his career. And he's been out of the game for 2 years. He's getting older. This defense for the 49ers is very aggressive. And, they might not have Talanoa Hufanaga in the lineup. He's doubtful for this game, but he's more of a run defending safety, not a pass defender. So they might even get an upgrade with a backup as far as covering passes go. Obviously, the secondary is good. Obviously, this pass rush is good. Aaron Rodgers, this offense is still hopefully going to be better, but it's a work in progress. These guys haven't been playing together in a real game action yet. They went over, they revamped the O-line in the offseason, but that doesn't mean it's just going to work on day one. We've seen that happen a lot. We saw that a lot on Sunday. So Aaron Rodgers to throw an interception, rushing touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. This is a straight 3x multiplier. And there's vulture protection on McCaffrey rushing TD. Even if you do rush plus receiving TD, you still get rushing, or you still get vulture protection, which is a really awesome promo. Next, we're going to go to Brock Purdy to throw an interception, and Breece Hall to have a rush or receiving TD, and this is a 3.59x multiplier. So obviously this Jets defense is awesome. They carried this team last year. They have a lot of good players. Yes, Hassan Reddick is not playing. They still have pass rushers. They still have Sauce Gardner on the backside. They still have a really amazing defense, and Brock Purdy is obviously very good. He doesn't turn the ball over much, but this is the type of defense that you would turn the ball over against. There's going to be so much pressure on Purdy. And again, I just think that it's week 1. There's rust. Best defense that they might face all season in the regular season, and they're doing it in week 1. So give me that Purdy interception tied with Breece Hall to have a rush or receiving touchdown. Again, Breece Hall is like one of the greatest running backs in the league right now. He can score from long. He can score from short. He can catch it. He can run it in. There's so many ways for him to do it. And this has a scorcher as well, at least does at the time of recording. And this might not be a scorcher by the time this game gets going. But these two picks together yield a 3.59x return on your money. And again, if someone else rushes in the end zone for the Jets that's not Breece Hall, this pick is protected and you'll get your money back if Purdy gets his interception. So take advantage of that vulture protection. I've been taking advantage of it all weekend. And it's really kind of, actually I haven't had to use it yet. Luckily, all my guys have scored TDs, but it's nice to have. And what else is nice to have? Something else that Underdog does. It's called rescues. If somebody gets hurt in the first half of a game, you can get your money back if your slip wins the rest of the legs. So listen to this one. I had a 6.78x slip on Sunday Night Football. It was Matt Stafford higher than 267.5 passing yards. He had 317. David Montgomery to score a rushing touchdown, which he did, or to score a touchdown, which he did at the end of end of overtime, actually. And then the last one was Puka Nacua to score a touchdown. Puka Nacua got hurt in the first half, didn't come back out. The rest of the slip hit, so Underdog gave me my money back for that entry, and then they also gave me gave me a pick for Monday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers higher than half of a yard. So he just needs to do something on Monday, and that's a max of $10 risk. So I put together a little fun slip with that one. Obviously, not everyone is going to have that because not everyone has a rescue available. So I didn't use that in my show slip, and also it's only $10. But again, just that's the type of plus EV that you can get from using Underdog as opposed to a sports betting site. I know a lot of people try to complain about, oh, those pick'em sites do this, they'll do that, and they don't have the true odds and all that stuff. If you take advantage of all the stuff they have going for them, you can get a lot done. By the way, I hope you're enjoying Roku City in the background here. Let's put on, if you're on YouTube, that is. If you're not on YouTube, then you're no idea what I'm talking about. But on the YouTube channel, I usually have a picture of my logo behind me for the Daily Dog, and Roku City was playing for some reason. Now it is back. All right, so enough of that nonsense. Now, I wanted to just say that because that was awesome. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to make a ton of money on this Nacua slip. If he gets a TD, come back. I forgot that there was rescue protection, so it was awesome to get my money back on that one. Sign up with promo code DailyDog. Get that $1,000 deposit match bonus or $100 or whatever you deposit is what is going to relate to what your bonus is going to be. 50% of what you deposit is what you'll get back in bonus funds that you can use on slips. Only one-time playthrough. Do you know how awesome that is? It's insane because, like some people use offshore sports betting sites and you get these awesome bonuses, 100x or 100%, 200%, and then you've got like 45 times rollover, which takes forever and really hard to manage your bankroll to make sure you actually leave the site with the money you put into it. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get to the Dong Squad. Everyone loves the Dong Squad. We have we've got Shohei Ohtani. We're using Shohei Ohtani every day here. It's just what we're doing until he hits 50-50. We're going to be putting him in to hit a home run. He's also chasing a record for the most home runs hit at Dodger Stadium in a season. He's trying to get that 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. So he is locked in. And I think that he is going to continue that against Kyle Hendricks and the Cubs. Kyle Hendricks is obviously not that great. He gives up the long ball. Shohei's hit a home run off him before. Shohei's actually just is 2 of 3 versus him with 1 home run. So it's a really small sample, but it's pretty good. Next, we're going to Salvador Perez, higher than half of a home run against Carlos Rodon at Yankee Stadium. There's going to be wind blowing out at Yankee Stadium with the short porch. He's hit a home run off Rodon before. I think Rodon is kind of out of gas for the most part this season. Yeah, there could be some high moments, but he is not elite. He's not scaring me. Give me Salvi Perez to hit one with that 10 mile per hour-ish wind at his back at Yankee Stadium. Last one, this one's to juice up the payout here. I told you that I think Kyle Hendricks is bad. I think that multiple Dodgers can easily hit home runs in this game versus the Cubs. I'm taking Tommy Edman, who doesn't have a home run on the year. Pretty scary, right? But Tommy Edman knows Kyle Hendricks well. He was in that division for a long time, the NL Central, as he was a Cardinal. He's hit a home run off of him before. He's hit really well against him in the past. He sees the ball well against him. This is the best spot I think Tommy Edman is going to have to hit a home run this season. Obviously with backups and all that stuff late in the year, things can get crazy. But as far as a starting pitcher goes, one that he's comfortable hitting for power against, because again, Edman usually doesn't hit for power. Give me him against Kyle Hendricks. If we get one of our 2 guys from the Dodgers and Salvi, awesome. If we get both of them and Salvi, awesome. This is a flex play. They always are when I'm doing the Dong Squad because it's such a high variance pick. You want to try to at least maximize your opportunity to get some money back. So if this goes 3 for 3, it's 54.8x return on your money. If it goes 2 out of 3, 13.23x. And the Dong Squad is Shohei Ohtani, Tommy Edman, and Salvador Perez of the Royals. And then the show slip, again, it's a double show slip. So we've got rushing touchdown for Christian McCaffrey with a Aaron Rodgers interception. And then we've got Breece Hall rush or receiving touchdown with Brock Purdy interception. And again, people are like, oh, these are good quarterbacks. They're not going to throw interceptions. half of the league has thrown an interception already, at least half the starting quarterbacks in the first 15 games of this season. And a lot of the guys who've thrown interceptions are really good quarterbacks, like Patrick Mahomes, for example. Guys who haven't thrown interceptions are like Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, horrible game, didn't turn it over, all that stuff. These guys are more confident. These guys are more established. They're going to take some shots. So that's why I like pairing them with these running backs to get that vulture protection. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for checking out the show. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's make some money.